Ladies, let's be honest. We've all been there. You're invited to a lovely dinner. You've picked out a gorgeous dress, and then you see this. The industrial strength girdle, the sausage casing, the garment that requires a PhD and a team of 3 assistants just to get over your hips. You squeeze into it. You can't breathe. You can't eat the dessert. And by 8 p.m., you're wondering if a rib has actually cracked. Well, I decided life is too short to spend it breathless for the sake of a flat stomach. At 60 and beyond, we've earned the right to enjoy our dinner and look like the most elegant woman in the room. Today, I am showing you the great shapewear divorce. I've curated 7 stunning, sophisticated dresses that celebrate your curves while completely disguising a tummy. No spandex, no squeezing, and absolutely no girdles required. We're talking about silhouettes that skim, fabrics that drape, and designs that do the hard work for you. Because looking put together shouldn't feel like a workout. Whether it's a wedding, a brunch with the girls, or just a Tuesday where you want to feel fabulous, these looks are going to change the way you see your closet. So if you're ready to breathe again and still turn heads, let's dive into look number 1. Our first contender is the modern empire. Now I know what you're thinking. Isn't that what Napoleon's wife wore? Or won't I look like I'm headed to a Regency ball? The answer is a resounding no. The modern version of this silhouette is the ultimate smoke and mirrors trick for the midsection. The secret is all in the placement. Most dresses try to cinch us at the natural waist, which for many of us is exactly where we're carrying a little extra joy. The modern empire ignores the waist entirely. It catches the body at its narrowest point, right under the bust, and then simply floats away. Notice the fabric here. It's a weighted jersey or a crisp linen. It doesn't cling to the tummy, it creates a straight, elegant line from the ribs to the floor. You could have a 3-course pasta dinner in this dress, and nobody would be the wiser. To keep this from looking like a nightgown, look for structure. A V-neck or a square neck helps elongate the torso. Keep the length midi or maxi. A short empire waist can look a bit little girl, but a long one? That's pure goddess energy. If you're self-conscious about your arms, layer a cropped bolero or a shrug that ends right where the dress seam begins will emphasize that narrow point under the bust even more. The best part? When you sit down, there's no waistband cutting into your skin. There's no zipper gasping for air. It's just pure, unadulterated comfort. You look like $1,000,000, and you feel like you're in your pajamas. That, my friends, is a fashion win. Now, we have all heard the praises of the wrap dress since the 1970s. It's the holy grail of feminine fashion. But let's be real, sometimes a true wrap dress feels like a high-stakes origami project. You're pulling at the strings, the neckline is gaping, and heaven forbid a breeze catches that slit while you're walking into church. The faux wrap. All the glamour of the silhouette with none of the wardrobe malfunctions. What makes this a tummy-hiding powerhouse? It's all about the diagonal lines. A straight horizontal line across your midsection acts like a highlighter. It says, look right here. But a diagonal line? That's a magician's distraction. Look at this side ruching. This gathered fabric creates a sunburst effect that originates from the hip. It creates soft folds of fabric that literally drape over the stomach area. It doesn't hide your shape. It reinterprets it into an hourglass, whether you have one or not. When shopping for this, look for a matte jersey or a high-quality ITY knit. These fabrics have weight. They don't cling like thin t-shirt material. The built-in V-neck elongates your neck and draws the eye up toward your smile. If the V is a little too daring for your taste, don't reach for a safety pin that ruins the drape. Just pop a beautiful lace camisole underneath. It adds a touch of elegance and keeps everything modest. The best part? Because it's a faux wrap, the skirt is sewn shut. You can sit, dance, and get in and out of a car with total confidence. You get the cinched look of a wrap dress with the security of a pull-on style. It's elegant, it's effortless, and it's completely girdle-free. Now, if you've ever felt like you had to choose between looking tailored and being able to breathe, let me introduce you to my favorite power look, the structured shift. We aren't talking about a shapeless sack here. We are channeling the 1960s. Think Jackie O or Audrey Hepburn. This is the ultimate CEO of the family dress. It says you're polished, you're organized, and you're definitely not wearing a girdle. The magic of a shift dress is that it hangs from the shoulders, not the waist. But here is the 60-plus secret. The fabric must have guts. If you buy a thin, flimsy cotton shift, it's gonna blow against your tummy and show every ripple. But a structured fabric, like a ponte knit, a heavy linen, or a wool blend, acts like a shield. It holds its own shape instead of taking on yours. It creates a smooth, straight line from your bust to your hem, skimming right over the midsection like it isn't even there. Because a shift dress is a blank canvas, it's the perfect backdrop for your favorite jewelry. Look for a jewel neck or a boat neck to broaden the shoulders, which makes the waist look smaller by comparison. The length, aim for just at the top of the kneecap or slightly below. If you're worried about looking boxy, just add a structured handbag. The sharp angles of the bag contrast beautifully with the simple lines of the dress. It's sophisticated, it's timeless, and it's the most forgiving dress in your closet. You're not hiding, you're just standing tall. Time for a quick style truth session, ladies. When we start feeling a little self-conscious about our midsection, our first instinct is usually to go big. We reach for the oversized tunics, the giant muumuus, and the tent dresses. We think, if I hide under enough fabric, nobody will see my tummy. But here's the cold, hard truth. Too much fabric actually makes you look larger. If the dress has no shape, the eye assumes you have no shape underneath it. When you wear a sack, you lose your shoulders, you lose your neck, and you lose your legs. You become a rectangle. The goal isn't to hide. The goal is to skim. We want fabrics that follow the idea of our body without clinging to the reality of it. A dress that fits your shoulders perfectly, but floats over your stomach, is infinitely more slimming than a garment 3 sizes too big. So if your closet is full of tents, I want you to give yourself permission to retire them. You aren't a camping trip. You're a woman with a life and a style. Stop swimming in your clothes and start wearing them. Now, let's look at a dress that uses movement to do the camouflaging for us. If you want a dress that does all the work while you just enjoy the party, let me introduce you to the pleated trapeze. This is for the woman who loves a bit of flair. It's called a trapeze because it flares out from the shoulders in a wide A shape, but the real secret weapon here, the pleats. Accordion pleats are a miracle of engineering for the 60-plus wardrobe. Because the lines are vertical, they automatically draw the eye up and down, making you look taller and leaner. But here's the magic. When you stand still, the pleats hang straight, skimming over your tummy. When you move or sit down, the pleats expand exactly where you need them to. They never pull, they never pinch, and they never reveal a pouch. It's like a built-in privacy screen that looks like $1 million designer piece. To keep this look from feeling too busy, keep the length at the calf or the ankle. The extra length adds weight to the pleats, so they hang beautifully. For the neckline, a simple crew neck or a halter style works best here. Let the pleats be the star of the show. This is the ultimate dress for an outdoor wedding or a breezy brunch. It catches the air and moves with you, making you look like you're floating through the room. It's feminine, it's modern, and best of all, it's the ultimate all-you-can-eat buffet dress. No girdle, no worries, just pure elegance. Now, if you've ever wished you could just swipe away a few inches from your waistline, this is the dress for you. I call this the real-life Photoshop dress. You've probably seen celebrities on the red carpet wearing these, and there is a very good reason why. It's called color blocking, but we're using it for a specific mission, to create a brand new silhouette without a single piece of shapewear. Here's how the magic works. The human eye is naturally drawn to light and color first. By having a bright or patterned panel right down the center, the eye focuses on that narrow strip. The dark panels on the sides, where we might be carrying a little extra around the hips or tummy, simply recede into the shadows. It's an optical illusion that trims 3 to 4 inches off your profile instantly. You aren't squeezing anything in, you're just directing the audience where to look. To make this look its most elegant at 60+, look for a stable knit like a ponte or a scuba fabric. It needs to be smooth so the lines stay sharp. A simple scoop or boat neck keeps the focus on the vertical stripe of the dress. This dress creates a powerful, athletic, and sophisticated look. It's perfect for a business meeting, a wedding, or any event where you want to feel snatched, but still be able to breathe. Now, if your style leans more toward boho chic or effortless elegance, let's talk about the tiered maxi. This is the dress that says, I'm on vacation, even if you're just running errands. It's a favorite for a reason. It's incredibly romantic, it's cool in the heat, and it is the absolute queen of camouflage. The secret to making a tiered dress work for a tummy is all about where those steps or tiers begin. You want the first tier to start at your high waist, that narrow area just below your ribs. From there, the fabric cascades down in soft volumes. Because the dress is broken up into horizontal sections, the eye doesn't settle on one spot. Instead of seeing a tummy line, the eyes see a series of beautiful flowing waves. The volume is intentional, so any extra you're carrying in the middle just blends right into the design of the dress. It's not hiding, it's participating in the silhouette. To keep this from looking like a nightgown, avoid anything too stiff. You want a fabric that dances when you walk. Look for a dress that fits perfectly in the shoulders and bust. If it fits well up top, the volume below looks like a style choice, not a tent. A simple leather slide or a low wedge adds just enough height to keep the proportions balanced. It's feminine, it's breezy, and it's the ultimate throw-on-and-go piece. No zippers to struggle with, no Spanx to tug at, just pure tiered perfection. We have saved the most modern look for last, the asymmetrical hem. If the other dresses were about hiding, this dress is about distracting. This is for the lady who wants to look like she just walked out of a high-end boutique in Soho or Paris. It's sophisticated, it's a bit unconventional, and it is a total genius when it comes to camouflaging a midsection. Here is the style science. Our eyes love to find horizontal lines. When a dress is cut perfectly straight across at the waist or the hem, the eye settles there. But with an asymmetrical hem, the eye is constantly in motion. It follows that long diagonal line from the hip down to the ankle. Because the hemline is unbalanced in such a stylish way, any slight imbalance in our own shape like a tummy completely disappears into the architectural flow of the garment. It's fashion-forward camouflage at its absolute finest. To pull this off with total 60-plus elegance, look for fabrics with weighty movement, like a heavy silk, a rayon spandex blend, or a soft modal. You want it to swing when you walk. Since the bottom of the dress is busy and interesting, keep the top simple. A mock neck or a simple boat neck works beautifully. This dress makes a statement. Wear it to a gallery, a play, or a fancy dinner where you want to be the most interesting person in the room. The best part? It's so interesting to look at that no one is thinking about what's happening underneath. They're just wondering where you got that fabulous dress. 7 dresses. 7 ways to feel like a queen, and not a single girdle in sight. Ladies, remember, fashion after 60 isn't about disappearing. It's about being seen on your terms. You can be elegant, you can be trendy, and most importantly, you can be comfortable. Which of these 7 was your favorite? Are you a Jackie O shift girl or a boho maxi lover? Let me know in the comments. And if you're ready to officially retire those sausage casing undergarments, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more style secrets that actually work for our real bodies. Until next time, stay fabulous and breathe deep.